Hey everybody, so today I just want to talk about and show off some different types of clips and belt attachment items for your small or smaller fixed blade knives that you would care to carry on a regular basis. We're going to start off with what most people don't like, but at the same time it's what most companies give you, and that's these big chunky either Kydex or polyplastic materialed belt clips. Usually they're bolted together, so I've got this one to where it can, slide on and off, and it stays put and rides that way pretty well. But the problem is with these style clips, they're bulky. They're bulky, and they make the knife kind of sit and ride a little more uncomfortably. Keeps the in and out of the sheath movement just less enjoyable. Typically, this is, again, what companies usually give you. It's either this style or it's the fancy Tech Lock, which has the little squeeze buttons that then allows it to fold over and pop on and off like that. But again, it ends up being super bulky and just is awkward, really, truthfully, honestly. That's been my experience. That's what I've heard from many knife enthusiasts having that exact same experience, and therefore that is why there are so many aftermarket types of clips and sheath setups. So let's go over the handful that I have, at least. Probably I would say the next common one that people have and do and like are these nylon or rubber coated straps, rubber coated nylon straps, and they just snap on and off like that, like so, and you just run your belt, feed your belt through them pretty easily. And they work really great as far as getting that lower profile and a more secure and snug fit against your waist and on the belt. So these are great. A much better option. Big time improvement over this. Then a company called UltiClip came out with these guys. And these are basically turn your small fixed blades into pocket dropping fixed blades, where the sheath then goes in your pocket and this clip clips onto the edge of your pocket like so and snaps down really firmly, and then that sheath is not going anywhere, and then you're just pulling the knife right out of the sheath from within your pocket. It's a nice discreet way of carrying a smaller fixed blade, so that it's like not as noticeable by other people, and it just it works really well. And this is like a 3.5 inch blade, 7.5 inches overall, I think, is this knife, and that's about as big of a knife as I would bother to put one of these Ulti clips on and try to drop in the pocket, because once you get any bigger than this, it's not going, it's sticking way out of the pocket. Right? And another awesome company, same company, UltiClip, went ahead and did another genius move just this last year and made these wired EDC fixed blade sheath pocket clips. Bolt on, very similar to like the snaps that these guys use. They bolt on and attach to the sheath, and it's just a wire clip with a little hook on the bottom, and this therefore clips onto your belt and does not really go anywhere. And talk about the lowest low profile setup you can possibly get. This is it. This is it right here. This is ingenious idea, yet at the same time it's so stupid simple. And it works beautifully. It really does. So if you want that super low profile, if you've got that super low profile knife and sheath for it, and you need a low profile clip set up, that's the way. This is the way to go. So this is the one the clip that is for scout carry, for horizontal scout carry. It only works. The downfall to this, to the wire clip deal, the only downfall is that it only works when you have a pancake style sheath. Okay, where it's the two pieces of Kydex matched together, and you have the holes on the top side. If the holes are not on the top side, if they're only on the bottom, typically, which is what you see with with your taco style sheaths, you know, that's just rounded and folded over, and then you just have all your holes with your riveted holes down along the bottom. Yeah, this requires you to have those holes at the top. So that's the downfall to that clip. Then UltiClip went and did another type of wire clip for you to rock that vertical carry on the waist, on the belt. So now you've got a very low profile wire clip set up that then goes on the belt and is very easy on and off and secured way of doing that. Yeah. Really cool setups. Then you have, and like I said, I showed these straps, but then, you know, these are the nylon that's coated, and then you have leather. But also on top of leather, I stumbled across on Amazon, and the link will be in the description to these off of Amazon. This is a leather strap setup that basically mimics this in its fundamental aspect of it, the principle of it, but because it is joined together and cut out as one solid piece that folds over and snaps and mounts the same way as these guys do, this gives you even more rigidness in its structure. So where these straps kind of, you know, have a little bit of flex, have some wiggle to them, and therefore that can, you know, do whatever on your waist, on your belt, you know, to some extent. Not like it's gonna, you know, go crazy and just shift all over the place, but it, you know, there is, you know, allowed movement. By having it done like this with the leather, this gives you a much less ability to dance along the belt and move around on your waist. This is much more rigid in its design, and your sheath and knife is not going to go anywhere. I've been rocking this on my Urban Woodsman designed Wesser, designed by Aries EDC, yours truly, and it has been awesome having this style, using this method of it being all just one piece and connected up here rather than two separate straps like this example as well. Honestly, once you get to this small of a knife, this small of a sheath, you almost don't need two of these. You really could get away with just the one. It's really not that bad. But I gotta say, it is an impressive difference going to this setup. Because I've quickly fallen in love with this, I went ahead and ordered a second one that we're gonna throw on the Aries EDC Bloom harpoon that he also made me. Aries is gonna have a bunch of my money over the next year, because I am definitely a diehard fan now of what he's doing of his builds. They are just fantastic knives, fantastic designs. and he's doing them so freaking well. I'm really impressed, and he, like, it's icing on the cake that he's also a super cool dude. from the conversations that I've had with him, and the one time that I've gone down and met him in person, he's an awesome guy, and I absolutely love, and I know that all of his customers absolutely love his transparency in what he does with his channel, and how he shows all the steps in the full process of his knife builds. So I already got the 2 straps. Very easy, just a handful of screws. Super simple to do that. But as I was saying, yeah, so it is awesome what Aries is doing, how he's doing his channel and doing his knife builds. So yeah, soft loop instructions, you have some basic photos, slightly better than IKEA. Here's their fun little thank you card at the CKK Industries knife kits and holster smiths. So they do the knife stuff as well as holsters for your pew pews. You know, squirt guns and Nerf guns need some badass holsters too. I gotta tell you, like that needs to start happening. No, what do y'all think? Should we do Kydex holsters for Nerf guns and squirt guns? That would be funny, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be great? I need to grab a tool. Alright, I'm back. I got my little tool. I had to find it, but this is just one of your nail countersinking tools. So you just, put that on the head of the hammer, on the head of the nail, and then you tap it a handful of times with the hammer just to get that nail to sink into the wood just a little bit further. The way I had on the Wesser here, I've got, in order for this to be as level as possible on the belt, I've got it at the bottom hole, and then the one towards the tip of the blade of the holster sheath, of the sheath of the knife. I've got it the next hole up. So now that I make sure that I got them in the right holes of this, so that they line up the way I need them to. And then they just fold over and snap. And I had best experience getting these to snap is to rock it onto it that way from this side of it to the outer side of it. The snaps tend to function better that way. See how they've got the little catch lip right here, so that you want that to go first and then push down. And then again, get the leather wet. Just end up getting the leather wet. And then I took a heavy board with some weighted books or whatever, and kind of just created that bend, that fold, right where it needs to be. But yeah, and then your just belt goes in there, and you're rocking and rolling like that. And I've got both of these set up for left-handed carry, so that it's my left hand when it's on the belt like this. I'm pushing and pulling that knife out with my left hand. Same thing with the Bloom harpoon, left-handed carry. If you want it set up for right hand, you just basically just install this on the other side. Same way, same method, just on the other side. So yeah, I really like these, and they have like 3 or 4 different colors on Amazon. So look, and again, stock is always going to change, price is always going to change, but they're around 15 bucks, 15, 16 bucks, and they're fairly good leather. I'm pretty happy with the quality of the leather, especially for the price, and they just do really good. So yeah, check them out. But that's what I got for y'all today. Thanks for tuning in and watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Urban's out. Peace.